Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We review anything and everything. And today we're getting into a backpack. This is an Adidas. And I hope I'm getting the name right, but the link's gonna be in the description down below for Amazon. For you to purchase this on Amazon. This is the Adidas Alliance string backpack. If I'm saying that correctly, when I open it up, I'll see if they have the naming on the tag on it. But like I said, link's gonna be in the description down below, and obviously the description is gonna be on the top of the title for this. I was in the market for a small or very lightweight backpack. I actually purchased one on my local avenue, little shopping area in town. It was no name brand. It wasn't that expensive, it was less than $20, and I used it for a day where I just needed a smaller backpack. I have a larger backpack that I use sometime if I'm taking it to work or different places where, you just gotta carry a whole bunch of stuff on you, heavy water bottles, your lunch, all this other kind of stuff. But the thing about it is, I wanted something light. I purchased another backpack that was slimmer and had what's the word I'm looking for? It has the straps on the side that allow you to kind of compress it, but it wasn't a popular brand. The quality on it was basic. So I wanted something that's a little more comfortable, a little more stylish while still being lightweight. So I looked online and saw this. This was actually a very affordable price. This one actually came in at, I want to say that it was roughly about $12 and some change, if I'm not mistaken. There is a version called I think it's called a Stadium, Adidas Stadium backpack, or these kind of sports packs. It's a little bigger, I think. This one's a little more lighter, so that's why I wanted this one. So I'm glad that I purchased this one. That one was, I think, about $17. I will actually throw the link for both of these in the description, just in case, if you want the one that's a little bit bigger. Now, let's see here if I can get the tag off. All right, the tag is buckled in. So let's see, get this here. And here goes the information on it. So this is the Alliance 3 Sackpack Black. There goes the info that we're looking for. And I'm not sure if the numbers mean something different. I've seen different ones that say, well, the Alliance 2 and all these other different things. Yes, they have a price on there, but that's not the price on Amazon. So the Alliance 3 Sackpack in black. They have various colors. I went with something just subdued black. I could have got almost all black with no stripes on it, or at least the stripes would have been of this different material, but in black, I believe. So it's like you can only see it when you're actually looking at it close. You wouldn't see it from a distance, but poison, of course. But I wanted something that still had like some design on it, because I kind of like the idea that, let's see what we got here. Now, a lot of people who are into sports usually would carry these type of things. I really wanted this as a way to carry, in particular, documents. Say if you're going somewhere, maybe you got to go somewhere, some kind of appointment, and you want to carry some documents, maybe a tiny folder. You don't want to carry that folder in your hand, but you just want something light. Maybe you might throw in a pair of your earbuds. You don't want to hold them in your pocket, because I'm the type who don't like holding my earbuds in the pocket. Like my earbuds here. This is the brand Tozo. I did a review on these, so you can check back on those if you want. Just kind of look that up. But so these are the kind of things. I didn't want it for heavy stuff. I probably wouldn't even carry a water bottle in here if I didn't have to. Maybe in a pinch, because you can put water bottles here. So you have this pocket here. I'm gonna throw those earbuds in there just for the sake of doing it. But first, so you got a nice deep pocket here that can easily carry a water bottle in here. That's nice. And this right here doesn't seem to go all the way in. It stops there. And this one does the same on this side, and they're separated in the middle. You can actually see the separation here. Let me zoom in there a little bit. You can see it a little better. If you could see that right there, there's that separation. So Matter of fact, I'm just gonna stay zoomed in for a little moment here so you guys can see this a little bit better. So that part is cool because if you want to carry 2 water bottles on you, you can. I would imagine too, this is a decent shape if you wanted to carry sneakers in there or something like that. If you would, because obviously this is an athletic bag primarily. So if you wanted to do that, you could. And here goes the main area here, which is a pretty deep pocket carry, which is nice. These kind of bags don't have a lot of support in them. So if you're looking for a bag for support, that's not what this is. And there's a lot less in terms of the ability for you to, from what I'm seeing here, to kind of, here you can cinch the bag. But obviously these bags are not really the type where you have a lot of control over the bag in terms of, you know, how you want your straps, how you want it to kind of sit on you. So you got this pocket, that's one. You got these 2 on the side, and you got the main pocket. So if I want to throw in headphones, I could throw that in there. I'm also going to I'm going to use this today actually to throw my laptop inside here because it's a good fit. I have a MacBook Air, so it's very slim. Even though I have a case for it, it's still, you know, pretty slim profile, probably equal to what a sports or athlete would use if they're putting their gym clothes and bottles of water. So it still would serve that purpose. Yeah, off camera, I am going to just put this on and I'm going to just kind of tell you how the vibe is. And I'm not too familiar with how these things go in terms of how you cinch them and close them up and how they go for wearing in terms of making certain parts loose, certain parts not loose. But I have it on now and it feels comfortable. Now, granted, it has nothing in it except for my headphones, but I'm not going to have really anything in it except for very lightweight things in general. If I put my laptop in it, it's most likely that I'm just driving to the car. I mean, I'm driving somewhere in my car and I'm going to like maybe go to a coffee shop, work on my laptop. And in that case, I really don't need to have this on my back. If I'm gonna have it on my back, it's just for holding, like I said, light folders and paperwork. That's specifically what I bought it for. So for that reason, I would say that it's a good feel and a good fit for that. So I can't speak towards a sports aspect of it. I'm sure that it does what it needs to do. And I'm sure from that element, there are other people who are probably better at giving you a proper review from a sports aspect of it. Now, like I said, I'm not one of those people who's familiar with the way that you would navigate the strings on this. Still got these pieces on it. The strings on it in terms of when you squeeze this here, the strings get longer and you can wear it like a backpack, but at the same time, there's not a sense of you being able to say, make these strings better for fitting on your back. It's not really like that. So I've never had a bag like this. I've seen many friends have had bags like this. I've never had a bag like this. So I do like the fact that it's very lightweight and it's gonna serve its purpose. Like I said, comment down below, what do you use this type of bag for? If you've used this type of bag for, any other recommendations that you guys have that you wanna like recommend to other people on the channel, just throw them in the comments and whatnot. Like I said, the pocket layout we went over, I think it seems nice. You also have this piece here, which is supposed to, I guess, protect from where the strings are, and it feels actually pretty nice. The material is different, so that's cool. You don't have this kind of on the bottom where you would have like some kind of reinforced material like some backpacks would have. But like I said, this is really like a gym bag where you just have some light clothes in it, you just throw it down, and it's really just for that. But I'm gonna use it for documents. So, as always, you guys, like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.